Yo. Big Catch back up in here. We about to react to another episode of Drake Hate. Nah, let me stop, man. Drake my cousin, man. I just got off the phone with him, man. He going through some stuff right now, and he spoke to Fantastic Hip Hop. Fantastic Hip Hop just made a video about it. He told him don't, but we're about to react to it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Now at this point with Drake, there could not be a rapper more corny than this guy in hip-hop if they tried, because currently with what we are seeing, Drake is continuing to spiral, ruin his legacy, and disrespect rap music as a whole like few people have ever even tried to. As currently, what Drake just did was seemingly take in everything that has been going on around his career and respond to all of the backlash he has been getting by trying to intimidate people like Kendrick Lamar and his label as a whole. And really, with how Drake is going about this, it is some of the strangest stuff we have seen from him yet, and now with what he just told everyone, well, Drake doesn't realize it now. The mistake Drake made is so bad that he is bound to regret it for a very long time. And now before we go any further into all of this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe, please. It helps me out a ton.
And so now with that said, when it comes to Drake, he has really managed to outdo himself, as he just did one of the oddest things he has in quite some time. As in typical Drake fashion, he decided to make his social media posts have more substance than anything on his entire new album did.
Oh, it had substance. Yeah, it did have some substance on it.
And now seemingly what Drake decided to tell every single person listening to him right now is really making for one of his all-time great spirals, because Drake really tried to address everything going on with his career, from the Super Bowl to his album's underperformance to his diminishing presence in the rap game as a whole. And with how Drake is responding, he is trying to stand over the reality of how bad of a place his career is in. As addressing all of this, he said, "You know, I grew up non-confrontational and always treated this game as a sport where my pen won gold. But these days the podium has been hard for all of us to ignore. I understand this next chapter may leave you feeling uneasy, but I hope you see my honesty as clarity, not charity, that answers some questions, especially about the unanswered text you've been sending."
What was his honesty? His honesty is those pills that he was posting. Yeah, champagne pill popper.
And now with this, as I said, it is baffling that Drake is giving us more substance in what he is saying in his captions than in his entire new album. Because where that record gave us absolutely nothing in 21 tracks, Drake is actually telling us something here, although it's an absolute joke that this is where Drake is at and this is what he is trying to do, and really just unpacking what he is trying to tell to everybody. This is some all-time lying and deflecting from Drake, because really, with what he does here, he is addressing a lot about what has been going on with his failure and is telling us what his next move is going to bring more of. But before Drake is going to do whatever he has planned, he is once again trying to make himself look like the biggest victim there possibly is. He is trying to say that he grew up non-confrontational in the rap game, which is of course a lie, because Drake has been sneak dissing and trying to jump over every other rapper for about as long as he has been in hip-hop as a whole. And I mean, even worse than this, with Drake saying that he always treated rap like a sport where his pen won gold, while there was a time where Drake maybe could say something like that and not get laughed out of the room, you no longer get to act like you are part of the actual competitive cloth of MCs who do everything for the competitive aspect of hip-hop and the art of the genre as a whole, because again, when this sport that you say you have given everything to was at the highest level it has ever been, and of course Drake's beef with Kendrick Lamar, because you were the one who lost that, you ended up making an entire suit where now you are trying to reinterpret what the rules of this sport that every MC has always understood and followed, until you just decided to ruin.
He took him being on top as like he actually runs it. Like he get to set the rules and all of that. No, sir.
Where now you are trying to reinterpret what the rules of this sport that every MC has always understood and followed, until you just decided to ruin everything even means. So first off, Drake trying to walk in here and act like he is one of the most respected MCs who has done every single thing right is not just a lie, but it's absolutely laughable and ridiculous that you were even trying to get this off in this time. And once again, this is another example of Drake really trying to make everybody think about and question what they have seen in a different way, all to benefit his image. Although again, when you just think about the recent events, you know that what he is doing is a complete lie. And now after saying this, with Drake adding to this spiral he goes on here by saying, "But these days the podium is hard to ignore." This seems like his way of talking about the changing landscape in hip-hop and how he is seemingly being put further and further away from rap's podium than he has ever been. And of course, with all of this, Drake is now trying to play the victim once again and act like he has been removed from the place he was at for no reason whatsoever, other than that people just don't like him and didn't want him to be on top anymore, when of course in reality Drake is...
I never really got to pay attention to that old slide. That old slide.
Other than that, people just don't like him and didn't want him to be on top anymore, when of course in reality Drake has been the one who has ruined his career to this point. And the reason why he is now in such a low place is only because of his own doing. And so now after trying to use all of these words to gain support and make everyone feel bad for you, which I think I and everybody else can say that they are just so overhearing.
Thank you. Yeah, fantastic hip-hop is cooking. We're tired of the woe is me, the sad talk. Hey, oh, you know, the text. Listen, stop saying the word text. I don't want to hear you and nothing about no damn phone, boy. I'm sick of it, man. Yeah, the text you sent me and the text and all this little emotional shit, bro. Like, bro, we sick of it, man. You keep acting like this little teenage boy or something like that. You keep acting like you, like, bro, you 40, boy. You 40, boy. Wordy's bond, boy. Grow up.
This from Drake over and over again, because it truly is the most ridiculous thing. Whatever you even want to call this gets a lot worse. As then Drake talks about the future of his career and where everything is going for him, as he says that the next chapter of his career may leave people feeling uneasy. And now while some people think Drake is talking about a new album which is going to have something that we have never seen from him or just some sort of new music, I mean, look at the current state of his career. It is so obvious that Drake is not referring to music. And when it comes to Drake teasing something like this, it's clear that his own creative abilities won't even give him the confidence to say this about his craft, and instead, there is only one thing for Drake that can pull him to try and make claims like these and tell his fans and other people listening that what's about to happen may seem awful for him, but in his perspective, he wants people to support him no matter what. And with the wording of this, he is clearly letting everybody know how much he is about to embarrass himself, as he is trying to make people expect how bad everything is about to look for him. And of course with this, what Drake is talking about and trying to get people ready for is everything that's about to go down with his upcoming suit against his label. As especially with the fact that the first official responses from Drake's label are going to be heard very soon from now. More than ever, we are about to witness a time where everything is going to look awful for Drake because he is going to get exposed for trying to take down Not Like Us, all because he is mad that he lost a rap beef and that he has not been able to put his career back into an even decent place at all.
Then he probably posting these little messages and stuff to try to have some, you know what I'm saying, so he could go in the courtroom and be like, yeah, look what I've been dealing with. I've been dealing with this. And then I've been having to pop that friend. I've been having to pop that friend. Yeah, yep. I'm dealing with emotional distress and, you know, I'm mourning over my old self. What? Yeah, man, we ain't going for that shit, man.
And now, of course, Drake then adds to talking about what's about to happen with his label and this entire situation by saying that everything he is doing is honest, and he hopes that everyone will see this from his perspective, which he believes is right when this is all said and done. And I mean, with this, let's just break this down for what this is. And again, when I say this out loud, it is really going to make you realize how low we have reached. Really, with what's happening, Drake is now giving us a rollout for what's about to happen with the paperwork he sent in about his label and Not Like
That. You can't get nothing past fantastic hip-hop, man. I'll tell you, he caught it. Now, what Drake is doing, yeah. Yeah, he caught it. He caught it.
Break this down for what this is. And again, when I say this out loud, it is really gonna make you realize how low we have reached. Really, with what's happening, Drake is now giving us a rollout for what's about to happen with the paperwork he sent in about his label and Not Like Us. And what this really shows is that even compared to how minimal and forced everything he did for SSS for You felt, Drake is really expecting this moment to help his career more than any type of music or anything else he could do creatively ever could. Overall, while this does show how Drake has lost it as an artist and he has nothing exciting to show us there, more importantly to where we are going, it is showing that Drake is livid and is now pushing everything he has into this situation with his label and Not Like Us, and is gonna—
That's his problem. Now he always got a glass of that wine, right? Always got a glass of that wine. Look at this little bitty ass sip of water he take.
Drake is livid and is now pushing everything he has into this situation with his—
That's why you feel depressed, bro. That's why, Drake, that's why you feel like the way you do, bro. You always got this big old glass right here. Always. I don't know who paying you to drink it, or do you really be drinking them shits? Yeah, there you go. Now you feel, you know what alcohol is, right? It's a depressant. Yeah, now you know how you feel, why you feel.
And he has nothing exciting to show us there. More importantly to where we are going, it is showing that Drake is livid and is now pushing everything he has into this situation with his label and Not Like Us, and is going to try and do everything to prove that he lost this beef because of an effort on the industry to try and ruin his career and not because Kendrick Lamar had better raps and songs than him. And I mean, I just can't believe that this is a real thing that we have to witness as hip-hop fans, because for a rapper to really be this far removed from the craft that they are rolling out what is going to become one of the most awful attempts at diminishing the entire art form of hip-hop and what it stands for at the most fundamental and important levels, I mean, you really just can't get lower than this. And as again, Drake is trying to reinterpret everything Kendrick Lamar said and how rap beef has worked and how it's perceived. All of this is even more strange and jarring than anything else we have seen from Drake in so long. And I mean, with Drake trying to prepare what seems like even his closest fans for how bad he is about to look for saying the things he is, this also seems to be a way on Drake's end to try and make sure that he keeps some sort of support, because without—
Yeah, he trying to give them some ammo. Cause the Glazers, they don't have any ammo. That's why every time you turn around, they making up something. Well, yeah, Kendrick wouldn't be Kendrick if he ain't diss Drake. Well, Kendrick would. They need some ammo.
Letting people know that he is even aware of how desperate what he is doing is and how it's gonna look. Even he knows that everything is gonna end up getting out of control for him. And so now with all of this, it's just never been more clear that hip-hop has never been in a weirder time with this, because the follow-up and aftermath of this beef and its effects is just reaching points that nobody would have ever expected ever. And I mean, with Drake trying to prepare his fans for what is going to be one of the worst things we have ever seen a rapper do in terms of how they are trying to affect the art form, and at the same time, Drake is still trying to hold his MC card and act like he is a part of the culture that has produced some of the most important music of our time. I mean, no matter how you want to look at this, it's just ridiculous. And Drake definitely cannot have both of these things, because aside from rappers running around him to still get features for their own careers, he has been losing the respect of everybody else who has ever had some sort of a dedication towards hip-hop as a whole. And so really, with Drake doing all of this, what's now more clear than ever is that he has never cared less about his music. And really, with where he is at, he has seemed to temporarily give up on that, and instead is just—
He's tired. He's tired. You can see it all in them cryptic messages. Yeah. He want his fans to feel sorry for him. Why is you posting these pills, bro? For what? You want people to feel sorry for you. That's why he tried to beat you to the punch. He said, "Oh, I hope you don't take my honesty as like I want you to feel bad for me." He trying to beat y'all to the punch. Trying to beat y'all to the punch. Because he know what he's trying to do. He's trying to predict it. Nah. I see right through him. I see right through him. I don't care how long you grow your afro. I see right through your little bird brain, boy. See right through it. You ain't tricking me with that. Not with them duck lips, none of that. Look, you like, that don't scare me. You can do this all you want. That do not scare me. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Put in the comment section what y'all think those messages was about on the Instagram when he posted them Instagram pictures and all of that, and the pills and all that, champagne pill popper. Let me know, y'all. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.